Hello and welcome to another Twilight Princess randomizer. We got ourselves a seed Simpluda has. Yeah. On the 1.3 development branch. Let's go. We got custom sound, custom Epona, etc, etc, etc. This is the season 1 settings. Let's start. Whoosh. It's whipping me to get into action. All right. Nothing south of Castletown. 0 Gale Boomerangs in dungeons. Very specific there. We need to do Goron Mines, Lake Bed Temple, and Snow Peak Ruins. Lots of whip sounds. There we are. Great start. Never gets better than that. Ooh, we got a sloshy roll today. Nice and sloshy. What even is that? Randomized sounds are the greatest thing to ever come to anything. This is like one of the okay songs to have here because we're gonna get out of here so fast. As we usually do. And then the fact that we have abysmal music here will be a thing of the past. Whew. That's a good one. Ish. It's good enough. It gets us on the, you know, having an item board. Look, I can equip it and everything. Whew. I don't think I need the 30 rupees on top, so I'll just skedaddle. Save bow and goats for later, because those can have hints. The setting that I have not started playing with, that I want to start playing with, is, it apparently doesn't work with hints, I believe. So once that works with hints, I'm very excited to start playing with randomized starting locations. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And we'll fix one of my least favorite things about Rando, which is that every Rando starts the same. Right, there's like a best way to go about randomizers usually. Weird that that's on the the second thing there. The boot sound for locking on. Incredible. And we got Rupee and Rupee. 2 really good checks there. Goron. Springwater Rush is a claw shot. Okay, well, that's always fun. Dude, this is the sloshiest rando of all time. There's our YouTube title right there. The Sloshiest TP Rando. Who doesn't love a nice sloshy randomizer? We gotta collect all our pose to make sure we get 20 for nighttime, or not for nighttime, so that because the pose are not randomized, but the 20 pose from Giovanni is. Ours memo is on the path to Zora armor. Star 2 is piece of heart. Okay, so Zora armor in desert. That's pretty straightforward. Oop. Went a little too deep there. Whew. I hope it's not too obvious that I have no sleep. I'm trying my best to... give off the vibe that I sleep really well, actually. I'm masking it. Money! Thank you. Probably... I can't remember if this is still fast. I know it's fast, like... when you do need to go up here, or when you don't. There's nothing to be found in North Eldon. North Eldon is dead. Okay. I think that's my first Baron hint. Is this the new Zelda game, Ike's Mellow? Is there a new Zelda game? This is Twilight Princess, the Twilight Princess-y Zelda game. Ike's Mellow. You're right. It actually is brand new. I don't know what I'm talking about. Meow, meow, meow. Rupee. Sloshy sounds. Ooh, you definitely don't need to piss right now. Arrows dead. Woo-wee. Yeah, it's the piss your pants simulator. Let's see here. Oh, that's the... Oh, thank you, Zelly. The difference between back in time and reality. I actually think reality is really cool. That's my personal opinion on the matter. I don't know anything about TP speedruns anymore. I stay away from that. I'm like clean, dog. Except for glitchless. I'd go back for glitchless. That sounds pretty unfun, I'm not gonna lie. Glitchless categories are the shiny hunting of speedruns. Once you are a speedrunner who gets good at glitchless, unless your glitchless category is like bonkers, zoinked out of their minds, and it's like you're like, unless your glitchless is just like glitches but not really, yeah, unless your glitchless is oot, it's literally just like, what if I just casually played a game but really fast? And like, this isn't to say that there isn't skill in glitchless. It's just that once you're good at it, like, ooh, like it's kind of just a vibe. Like it's a just chatting stream with some content, right? And sometimes you get to be there for the shiny, or in this case, the PB. But otherwise, it's just a vibey, casual gameplay stream for the most part. Exactly. You're just good at like moving around and chilling, right? Oh my god, I got lost. Help. Somebody call my Alexa. I don't even have an Alexa. Somebody Google Map me out of here. Somebody cancel my Waze membership. I don't have a Waze membership. I got a bag of bombies. Fun fact, if you put away your lantern and then take it back out, your lantern is stronger because every time you use your lantern it gets slightly worse. Woo! more you know. Woo. You don't need to like be putting it away all the time. It doesn't get that much worse. Woo. Baby seed, a little bit. Early lantern is like kind of baby seed all the time, but also it's like I'm convinced that TP Rando is just better if you start with lantern, but I'm too afraid of being called a weenie for actually starting with lantern. If it became standardized, I would like embrace it with open arms. I'd be like, with arms wide open. I don't know the rest of the lyrics of that song. I'll give you everything with arms wide open. That song, that one, that's me to lantern. But like, I'm not gonna like push for it, you know? Ow. You're a regular patron of Weenie Hut Juniors? True. Based. True and based. I shouldn't go there. I should go here, actually. More like HR? The HR of Weenie Hut Jr. sounds like a miserable job. Wow, is this really the song we roll for nighttime? Is this the kind of suffering I have to endure? Is this what I get for singing aloud to my fellows? Ars Memos on the way as well. Star Piece 2 is bad. Cool. But that does mean that this area is not dead, which is delightful. Meow, meow, meow. There we go. Oh, because they're not humans, they're fish. Check out my white Epona. Dude, they whitewashed Epona. What the heck? What the heckers, man? Not my streamer. I think I'm gonna need more lantern oil, so I gotta slosh my way over here. I'm gonna have to kill it with a wolf? Is that real? Hold on, hold on! Alright. They call him the Chokler. Dude, this shit's so sloshy. I think I'll get tired of it eventually, but like, it's gonna take me a bit. Queen Whoopee! That's hype. That's actually, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can turn it off. You've already seen the most important part of the run. I hope you enjoyed the randomizer, for real, for real. Although my viewer retention's about to go through the gutter, man. Like, yeesh. I could save and quit because it's fast, but I'm not a little dork. I'm not a nerd. Saving and quitting is for huge dorks and Windbreaker enjoyers. The only seas I be sailing are in RuneScape. Is there anything but money anywhere? No, it's a Twilight Princess randomizer. Nope. Waluigi when he's up to anything, I guess. What was that sound effect? I love that. Dude, it's a really bad song. 5. Any high fivers? I feel like if there could be like a drinking game, whenever I get a fiver, everyone has to high five their nearest person or take a shot. They have no friends. Either or. How about no? I'd end up wasted. That's the point. The point of drinking games is to drink alcohol and then die of alcohol poisoning, is it not? That's why my favorite drinking game is I watch sports. I watch the Kansas City Chiefs. Is that the Gale Boomerang just like chilling up there? Okay, well. Anywho, I watch the Kansas City Chiefs, and every time they mention Patrick Mahomes, I take a shot. Baron Fields on the way to Blazetta. Wrestling with Bo is... Okay, I see you. Cheeky little game. Cheeky, cheeky. Bo is Bo, and then you're showing up hot soon being like, I'm Bo. It's me, Bo. And I'm like, howdy, partner. What the fuck? Boy, howdy. I've been busy. I haven't. I've been bussy. Dab. Fiver, take a shot. Or high five. Mine is due. Why does this keep happening to me? I say the funniest thing of all time when I get -2'd. Cruel, unjust world. Plus 6, 7, yo, juggling performance. I feel like the 6-7 community keeps trying to like make up reasons as to why 6-7's actually a thing. To like silence the fact that it's the whole point is that it's not a thing, and it's like kind of ruining it, man. Like they're getting desperate. Oh my god. Community is a stretch. Is it? Oh, jeez. I slap. Oh, the reeds. He's got a big book of bow, he says after the worst bow performance of his week. I don't know. Lunar Soap. Thank you for the sub. Welcome back to the Boys. Freer and kiss. Mwah. It usually knocks them dead. The most peaceful song in the game for while I get attacked by rats in a cave. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a TP rat in a cave. Owie. The light at the end of the tunnel saying is so funny to me, because also when you die, you see a light. So like light at the end of the tunnel is like we're in this tunnel and we're about to finally die, like be released from life. And I think that that's terrifyingly poetic. Ike, the Swift Pichu. Shut your... Yeah. Understandable. I wonder if any songs are banned in this house, similar to the song that's banned in the Whooper and Count household. I don't think Rebecca's banned any of these songs. Huzzah. Snowboarding rupees, the rupee sanity. Oh, that's a fantastic change. Thank you. I just don't think she'd ban songs because I have impeccable music taste. And most of the video games that I play too much, like, I usually am in a scenario where she can't hear it, so she's not forced to listen to the nonsense as much as, like, I am. I have to pay for this, right? Yeah. Nah, she doesn't like Miku music, but she doesn't, like, despise Miku music. It's just, like, not her jam. Did you finish ZA? Depends on your definition of finish. Did I do the fights at the end of ZA to get to the part of ZA where you get the, like, Mabobber? No. I got to the point of ZA where it was like play ranked online and do just like endless infinity fights, and I lost all passion for the game and I set it down, and then Rebecca was playing, so then I just didn't pick it up. I don't even think Rebecca finished it. I think she set it down too. Never finished Thor Armor. I did the ranked online to get the megas. Well, I got the megas last season. I got like rank B or something. This is a banger. Too bad it's going to play exclusively for this minigame and then never again. Eh. I don't know why, but the bow, 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 bow. That song, that little part reminds me of like Avatar. I feel like Avatar music has that a lot. That whatever instrument that is, whenever the Aang is being a little goofball. Nah, just a water barrel. Just refreshing my boy. Oh my god, surprise, surprise! It's the claw. The claw! Bow, 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 bow. Each of my big meaty whippers. The power of checking your hints. Oh, I was talking earlier. The thing I'm really excited about is when we can have hints and random starting location. I think that's going to be rejuvenating for Twilight Princess Randomizer. I swear someone said that hints currently don't work if you do random starting location. I swear someone told me that. Oh, are they? Well, shooey. I've been bibbly bobbling myself then, I suppose. It was probably me who told me that. I feel like I'm the least trustable source I know. Blame Pichu? That's a really good idea. I like the way you think. I probably should have grabbed this on the way out, but I grabbed it right now because I wanted it. Did you just curse of raw me? Dude, I... Perish. Thank you for the ant. Not the curse of Ra. Guys, stop it. I can't handle this many Ras in one sitting. Ra, fight the power. That's not gonna end well. Way better than I anticipated. The curse of Bluey. Also, you said no recollection. Were you talking about the song? Because this song is honestly not a very common song. It plays in one place. I'm bad. Oh yeah, the minigame is also like super not... Normally you have to give the Goron people like 2,000 rubles and then they're like, oh, okie dokie, and it like gets you nothing. It's so pointless. Kakariko village is on the path to Fyrus? Eldenfield Bombskit Grotto is garbage. Cool. You know, I used to be able to 100% this game in approximately 6 hours in like 20 minutes. I was like kind of quick with it. Some even say I was the second fastest person in the world at it. But nowadays I'm washed, so it's okay. Clip it and ship it, boys. Clip it and ship it. I'm surprised there's not like a hover or LJ or something. I won't drop the chicken this time. You need level 1 sailing to start sailing. Dude, what's wrong with me? I thought that was perfect. I thought I had the line. I'm just farming YouTube watch hours. Are you not already extra cringe? Got him, got him, got him! Look at the way I slay. I slay chatters like no other. Please don't leave. Oh. All right, another high five moment. Oh, if I would have had to do this a third time, no one would have been safe. I like how I also got nothing of value from that. I did it 3 times for no reason. I did it for the love of the game. Speaking of sailing, I finished charting the entirety of the sea in sailing yesterday. Or no, I finished charting the entirety of the sea this morning at 3 a.m. Oh, shoot. I'm on a chest. It was so funny though. I turned in all of the sailing stuff for like charting the ocean, and it was just like, here's your like 300,000 experience, and then the game was like, you're currently getting like 900k an hour, man. Keep it up. And I was like, that's not how that works, dog. That was a one-time thing. I'm done. I actually want to go salvage now. What am I at? 19? I want to stop at 19. That's 19. We're stopping. No more souls for me. Music to my ears. Falcus offline. Didn't I have Zora armor as something? I think so. Another banger. You got a purple boopy. Slosh, slosh, slosh. Kakariko Village is Path to Virus. All right. So that Cac Village, that was the claw shot. So claw shot is Path to Virus, but that's like congratis. What was that second one? Elden Field Bomb Rock Chest. Elden Field Bomb Rock Chest. Okay. Thank you for the bad luck. Wait. Does it count that as a CAC check? I don't think it does. According to the map tracker, it counts that as an Elden Field check. So there could be something else here that is Path to Virus. I'm silly. I'm a silly guy. I need to destroy the rock. What have we here? Look at me. Look at me go. That's still not done, though. I need a shord to beat Virus, I believe. Which means I need a Gecko, which means I need to go up over here. So speedy. Aiza Helping Hand, Garbage, Goron Spring Water Rush, Claw Shot, which I already got. Whee! Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Save me, gamer subs, please. Awaken me. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. Oh, are you? What? I can't do a goofy version. I was like, Goofy. Wake me? No, I can't even get close. my my voice doesn't do that. I can do like the scream, the ow, yeah, that's not even close either. Hold on. I do like the ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I do that like decently well, but like only on accident. Apparently. When shit like catches me off guard and I fucking yell. I don't think so. Worth it. Worth it. I heard Vine is coming back. I think Vine coming back is a bad thing. Let sleeping dogs lie, man. I feel like what's there's two possible outcomes. Possible outcome number one is Vine gives TikTok a run for their money and it's overall healthy for everyone. / not healthy for content creators because now we have to upload to another gosh dang site. But the significantly more likely outcome is they do not do it justice on bringing it back. And we now have tainted the legacy of Vine. It's being used to train new AI. The legacy has been tainted. It's like literally already over. Me training AI using me on how to destroy AI from the inside. Oh, they're banning AI content so that the AI isn't tainted. Oh, the AI training. Because when you train AI, I think it's actually one of my favorite things about AI. Because, like, AI has good things. It's just, like, 90% bad. But the fact that, like, once AI starts AIing itself, it starts, like, having incest problems. Where it just gets progressively worse and worse. I'm getting HUD here, and I'm not really sure why. It's like, it's literally how it works. Am I wrong? Am I the crazy guy here? You're wrong, but I wasn't listening. I was saying that I think it's funny that when AI starts learning from itself, it just like progressively falls apart and gets worse and worse because it like it literally has that and I called it incest, but like when you say AI, I just zone out. I mean, that's kind of fair. Barren Field is on the path to Blazetta. Elden Field, Grotto, Lantern. I didn't remember if it was Lantern chest or some other chest. I really need a sword, though. Ugh. No! Falcus, we all know that. Oh, okay. This is what happens when you TP Rando when you're really tired. You make silly little decisions that make you more relatable to the average person. That's right. I hope. Please tell me I'm relatable. Not a short. I will never recover. I'm still of the opinion that AI is like super cool and legit, but it's unfortunately being exclusively used by the wrong people for the wrong reasons. I don't have lantern oil. No. I feel like that's not true at all. AI will absolutely be useful to the average person eventually. It's just unfortunately causing a lot of pain first, but to try and say that AI won't eventually like eventually AI technology is the type of shit that we'll use for like robots like doing our dishes and shit. And I'm sure as technology advances, it'll just get cheaper and cheaper to the point where that the regular person can just have a little dishes doing robot. I don't think anyone's gonna complain about their AI dishes doing robot. Grog, don't do that. Grog in the I like hidden skills. I don't need this. This is why I'm going to run for president on the platform that I like to call the Freedom Plan. The Freedom Act? Ooh, that would work. It's the Freedom Act, and it's basically just UBI in disguise. It's replace remedial jobs with AI, but it's okay because you don't need to work those jobs because your essential needs are being taken care of. Therefore, providing you with the freedom to pursue creative endeavors or personal endeavors. People would eat that shit up. People who think handing people like Elon Musk, Google CEO, etc., the range technology with the ability to replace humans and think that they'll be getting UBI ever are delusional. Well, yeah, but it doesn't happen for the wrong reasons. In my opinion. Well, because it has a really cool name. The Freedom Act, dog. Like, you gotta give some props to the Freedom Act. Look at what Make America Great Again did to, like, 50% of the United States population. A good name does fucking wonders. If someone like actually tried to press a Freedom Act, but it was just UBI, I actually think it'd get stupidly far, and I think that that's really funny. Okay, well, this is a new Freedom Act. The Freer Act. The way freer than the Freedom Act. See, the Based Act would get exclusively voted down by everyone over the age of 30. Which is still a majority of voters, unfortunately. And it wouldn't happen overnight. I know we could have UBI. Yo, that's sick, actually. One step at a time. But that would be my platform. I think the actual thing that needs to happen to bring our society to a utopia instead of the current direction of dystopia that we're moving towards is to somehow figure out how to get upper middle class people, and poor people on the same side. Because we're actually all poor people in the eyes of the great corporation. If that ever happens, even just like a little bit more, it's so over, man. We have the technology and the means to have like a truly utopian society. We just need to stop kicking each other in the fucking shins over who makes way less money than Elon. But like I make way even lesser money than... Like, come on, guys. The reality is we're all poor differently. Oh. I probably want to finish Lake Hylia, huh? Oh, I guess I could probably finish the entirety of Goron Mines. That's probably the play. But I'm already here. Hating on trans people is just a fad. It'll go away. I'm sure we'll find something new to hate. Hopefully it's rich people. God, please let it be rich people. Crossing my fingers. I just want to get together with my fellow man, my fellow countrymen, and say, man, fuck rich people. And hug it out, man. Maybe they're not into hugging. We'll fist bump. We'll do a little shimmy or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What up, Shrazy? You know it's a SwiftIke stream when he's playing Twilight Princess and talking about eating them rich. Woo-wee! That's peak Swift right there. Peak SwiftIke. Oh, throwing a sheesh for good measure. Oh, man, we're so back. A bag of bombs! Oh, I thought I was gonna fall into the water and like drown. Good old mafia style drowning. You've heard of twinkle toes. Now get ready for lead toes. Okay, plum off the table. Blade grotto off the table. Nice. I hadn't done either of those, so that's actually really good. Head, shoulders, knees in. Lead. Now you're dead. I'm disoriented. This is some juicy nothing. Juicy nothing. Woo-wee! Good old-fashioned ice soup right there. You know what else I think is a big problem with society right now? There was a time when our infrastructure was kind of ass. And so we banded together as a country to fix it. And that's how we got, like, our highway system and shit. Right? We had, like, this whole big plan to revolutionize, like, how transportation works. And, like, we got this whole new infrastructure. And I feel like it has failed us. Right? Like, you know, we look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And, you know, the whole thing about how, like... You know, we tore down the train tunnels, the subway carts to build, you know, 9-lane highways. And we're at the point where we need to tear down the 9-lane highways and put in something else because it's not working. We keep being like, a 10th lane will solve this problem. And it's, it's never going to solve the problem. I do think cars have a place in this world. But we need to consolidate a little bit. But I think we're, like, afraid to consolidate. Because we're like, no, we already built all this shit. We can't just tear it down. Like, why not? Is that not more jobs? Is that not creating more opportunities? And making the world a better place for all involved? Is that not what we're all about? People be like, they're taking our jobs, but we don't want to create jobs. Who's going to pay for it? That's what taxes are supposed to be for, fellas. Why do you think we pay these taxes? It's supposed to be for this type of shit. Come on. And then it circles back into the AI conversation of just like, we have self-driving AI cars. The problem with them is not self-driving AI cars. The problem with them is that people are on the same road. We can't have self-driving AI cars when people, the most uncontrolled variable of all time, are like on the same playing field. The purpose of having cars was to give everyone like this freedom, right? This sense of like you can get in your automobile and go where you need to go without having to rely on like buses and shit, right? But no one actually likes, I mean, some people like driving. Most people fucking hate driving, man. So self-driving cars, AI self-driving cars are hype, but they need to be separated. We need to basically have like subways or whatever, like trains and shit, like lanes dedicated to AI cars where people you can't drive there. If you still want to have your own car, like that's fine, but we gotta have like the AI car lane or something that just like never interacts with regular drivers. Maybe replace, I don't know, man. Our infrastructure needs a massive change. Ooh, Memo. I like Memo. Finding Memo. Honestly, automobiles on the whole feel like we have dug the biggest hole known to man, and we're just like, keep going. We can't. Like it's literally gambler's fallacy, man. Like we're so deep in the hole of we gotta make the automobile industry, and like we built all these highways, and we have the automobile industry, and we're just like, if this fails, what's left? And it's like, dude, everything. If we stop panicking and reevaluate, everything will be fine. Empires fall, dude. It's time to rise from the ashes. I refuse. I refuse to think about people who are not actually struggling in any way, shape, or form. At the expense of everyone else. Yo, a red roops. I'm just saying, we could like actually have like some Jetsons type shit, man. We could be in the future we've always seen on TV if we just stop trying to salvage shit that's clearly not working. Damn. Wait, I actually need to get up there. No! See, that's where the UBI comes in, right? Like, you bring in the UBI discussion, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, everyone who goes out of a job can now just chill. Like, it's fine. The problem isn't even inherently capitalism, because under capitalism, the, like, hey, this car shit ain't working, like, we would fucking pivot to the thing, like the whole idea of capitalism is that the you know, the thing that wins, that like the better thing wins, right? Like that's the whole idea. That's like why Walmart is taken over, because no one can compete with it. The best thing available is what wins. But then what's happened is that the best thing available is the only thing available and nothing else can compete. And like there's like these weird fixed monopolies that are not supposed to be there. We're in like super late stage capitalism and it's all borked and shit. That's no bueno. The issue is we socialize capitalism and refuse to let best solution win because we're too busy subsidizing the status quo. Real, actually. The fact that we, like, government bail out the automobile industry and, like, the air travel industry because they just don't fucking work is insane to me. Like, we put in so much effort to keep things that suck going instead of trying to put an effort to fix them. Or to put out something better because we're, like, so invested as a society, and it's like, time to change. It's time to swap shit up, fellas. Like, I know it's not that simple, but, like, we should be working towards it. If we can. Oh no. Oh no. Government intervention wouldn't be that much of a problem if we didn't also have the government being controlled by the companies. It's like, people don't want the government controlling the companies, but like at the same time, the companies are controlling the government. So like, I'd really rather just the government be in control if we're gonna have to pick one. Why can't it just be Persona 5 and we just fix them? We go inside their hearts and we tell them to stop. I needed to read that sign, actually. Lenaru province has 2 swords. What was the first sword? Yeah, please. Where was the first sword? It was the little wooden one. I got it somewhere. I actually don't remember at all. Well, there's backslash. Wait, nothing beyond this point, and I already have the boss key. I'm actually out of here. I'm done. All utilities should be government ran, real based. Based. I also think that food and shelter should be provided by the government to some degree, like bare minimum. People bitch about the homeless problem like all day long, but then you say, what if we put the homeless people into houses, and everyone goes, whoa, whoa. No, I just want them not in front of me. Like, well, then where do you think they're gonna go, dog? There's a really good solution to the homeless problem, and it's called build homes for the homeless. It's like, whoa! Look at this guy, man. Look at him cooking. He's cooking up a storm. If only we had some kind of system where we took money from everyone to use to fund the greater good. Nice, I got the trick. I did? Didn't I? Fall? Why did you not fall? Lame. I thought I got it. That's a damn shame. I think one of the funniest things about the concept of people not getting enough food is that it's not like we're not making enough food. If you've ever worked in a grocery store, ever, you know exactly what I'm talking about too. Oopsies. Oopsie doodles. Come on. Take two. If you've ever worked in a grocery store, you know that you were throwing away like an insane amount of spoiled food. I think we just need to move up the date in which food is considered spoiled by like a couple days or something, and we just give that to the people. Like, if you don't sell it, like, that sucks, man. You bought too much inventory. It's time to hand it off. And we need to have, like, I bet you all we had to do to make that work is add, like, some kind of government agency whose job it is to, like, go to grocery places and, like, you know, regulate this shit and say, hey, this is, you know, ready to, this is, like, you're not selling it, you gotta donate it. And then they bring it all to, like, a separate food store, and that store is, like, think of, like, a Goodwill, but, like, stocked and supplied of food that's about to go bad, but isn't bad yet. That's actually a really good idea, me. You're kind of cooking on that one. I didn't see your idea. It probably had a lot of words in it. That's kind of my nemesis, man. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Alright, hold on. What if instead of building a whole new food distribution network and deal with all the staffing, inventory issues, etc., we relied on existing food distribution systems like grocery stores and paid for select grocery items from those already cost-optimized distribution stores when people get the items they most need or can effectively use? I mean, I think that requires companies to do more stuff, and companies hate doing more stuff. My idea was the government comes in and does the thing for the companies. The companies just simply, like, read the message after. We could call it something really smart and easy to remember, like supplemental nutrition. And assistance programs. But the SNAP program already has a lot of issues because, like, I know I applied and I, like, literally made, like, $1 too many or some shit. I remember it being, like, within a very small... It was like, you need to make $100 less, and if you make $100 less, we can give you $100 a month for food. And I was just like... Sweet! Thanks, guys. What am I doing now? Did I get nothing from that whole dungeon? The issue with the current model is the same issue we have with everything right now, which is just that, like, whenever we have anything that helps out people in need, we have people slightly less in need, or even people, like, equally in need, getting up in arms and fighting against it because they think that people shouldn't be getting handouts. And it's just like, that's why we need to have handouts for, the handouts need to be equally distributed so that no one's mad. Even the fucking 1% need to be getting the handout. That's the problem. The number one problem for our current system is that we just, like, refuse to let anyone get help if it's not gonna help everyone. We're like... Ugh. Yeah. I mean, like, I agree with you, Brilliant. And who's gonna pay for it? Companies. We need to stop treating companies like people. Because they're not. They're companies. And they should exist to make enough money to survive. And if they can't make that much money, they should die. And that should be okay because people's needs are met by society, by the government and shit, man. So things can be, you know, experimented on. We can try out shit without the fear of, like, what if I can't pay my bills and I lose my house and my car and my... I don't know, man. My kneecaps. Depending on how dire your situation is. I also feel like all the politicians that I see that are actively trying to fight the good fight, whatever you want to call the good fight to be, are, like, constantly held up and fighting, like, back. Like, they're constantly forced to fight, like, they're constantly forced to hold up a shield, and therefore we never get to go on the offense and, like, actually do anything that matters because we're just, like, blocking rotten tomatoes at all times. We're playing to not lose instead of playing to win. A common sports problem. Nah, be happy, man. The fact that we can have conversations like this is proof that society is not doomed, in my opinion. I don't remember the line here, but I'm gonna give it ye old whirl. Hey, hey, hey! Look who's back with a brand new track. Ow. Ow. Why am I owing? Oh my god. So I have this problem where I say ow even when things are not hurting me in any way, shape, or form. But yesterday I had one of my favorite ows of all time, which was I hit the milk carton on the side of the fridge and said ow. Like... insane levels of... like... oh, what's the word? I can't even remember the word. But it was really funny. Gosh, where's Rebecca? She called me the thing. She was like, you're just such a... and I'm blanking on it. When you feel the things other things feel. Yeah, you're such an empath. And I was like, that's me. I'm an empath for the thing of milk. I'm a milk empath. That's so me, dog. I forgot something very important. This seed's actually like blown wide open. I have the thingy to go into the desert and I forgot. Tee-hee. I am sometimes rarely smart. You seem like you're a decently knowledgeable person on most things you want to talk about. Sometimes you get a little, you put like your own foot in your mouth for the sake of trying to be a silly little guy, but like, we've all been there. Welcome back, Shroudsy, now with sound. Me sucking on some toes just to get the bit across. Is this anything? You talking about toe sucking on main? I mean, the actual comment was, you know, you got your foot in your mouth, right? And then I was, because that's a saying, right? I think that's a regular saying that people say, and then I was just, you know, foot in your mouth, you're sucking on your toes, you're doing a little toe sucking. It's just, I'm taking it to that next level. I mean, 6-7. There we go. I gotta bring it around. I gotta get the audience back. I'm losing them. Love or hate 6-7. You shouldn't hate 6-7 because, like, grow up, dog. It's not harming anyone. Let people have fun, even if their fun is dumb as hell. That's my humble opinion on the matter. It's a good song. I'm jamming to this. Right now, this song and I, wavelengths. Don't threaten me with a good time. There being no Yuri involved in the concept of Brendan Yuri makes me so sad. Thank you. Anyone else ever think about that and get sad? Or am I alone in that? I got a dainty little sneeze. Shoutouts to Serenity, Castle Serenity, for saying I sneeze like a bottom. They said that to me like 4 years ago at this point, and I've never forgotten it. Cause like how, but also everyone kind of agrees. I did not mean to crash there. We have a little bit of a dude, where's my boar scenario. I meant to crash up here. I'm not even that sneezy of a fella. I don't sneeze too often, but when I do sneeze, everyone's like, huh, what a sneeze. And I'm like, yeah. My old roommate sneezed like a cat. And like, man, she was always so like, don't look at me, don't look at me about the sneeze. And it was just like, dog, you have the most adorable sneeze of all time. Like, I'm so, I'll say it, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of an adorable little sneeze. Who wouldn't want to sneeze? It's just like a little, like a and it's just like, oh my god, that's your sneeze? And she'd be like, no, don't look at me. And it's like, what? But also, it's whatever. People are allowed to feel how they want to feel, and no one's allowed to tell you otherwise. See, you're doing that thing where you're putting your foot in your mouth and sucking on it. Look at you go, Zelly. You're like, nah. That is acting on a feel as opposed to feeling something. Those are two different things. People always get this kind of shit, like, conflated, man. I having the desire to kick your booty is not the same as I kicking your booty. Right? Like, I don't feel like that's that crazy of a concept. But you'd be surprised. Ooh, fishy scales. However, there's one more step to this. There's one more step that I think is really, really important, which is that voicing, I want to beat the shit out of you for being different than me, is kind of not the same as I want to beat the shit out of you for being different than me. Like, once you start saying it, even if you don't do it, you can't just be like, it's just a prank, bro. Like, no, hold on. Words have consequences and, like, impact. The "it's just a word" crowd will also say the N-word instead of saying the N-word because they know that it's not just a word. Ow. It's just a prank, bro, but it's replacing all of the food in their fridge with flies. Brother, why are you so mad? That's right, Lunar. One fun act begets another. I think they said that in a Christmas movie I watched. It's called Klaus. What an S-tier movie, man. What are my dungeons? Lake bed? Oh man, don't even get me started on the medicals. Like I feel like the medical system in the US is like, I don't even know where to begin on how to fix that mess. Believe it or not, we do have a medical system. I mean, that's a good joke, knocking on the problems of our medical whatever, but like, you know, on the topic of like fixing things, right? We're talking about like how to fix some of the problems in our society and how it mostly stems from capitalism and the fact that companies are treated better than people. Like, the healthcare problem is like so insanely complicated and also like one-dimensional of just like how much of the issue is actually just insurance, like the concept of insurance. And the insane overinflation of the price of medical things because they like need to get as much insurance money as possible. But then if somebody doesn't have insurance, they just explode. Okay, that was adorable. That like list of that like grouping of sounds there. I was a fan. Whew. The concept of insurance isn't bad. It's the inherent flaw in its execution that is bad. Wait, that's not the right spot. Wait, is it? No. Wait, is it? Hold on, am I silly? It's like... Yeah, it's there. Why could I not see this? Anyways. I blamed the EP. The TLDR is that we have a lot to be hopeful about. I think the world's going to get better. It just might get worse a little bit more before it does. And it's important that as a society, we're okay with having these conversations without just getting mad and shutting down. I don't think society is impacted in any way, shape, or form about whether or not you can have your solar panels, but you know what? Actually, yeah. If you could have your solar panels, maybe the world would be better and just like completely fixed. I like the way Germany does insurance, at least how I've experienced so far. I pay twice a year for insurance, like 700 euros each. They cover almost entirely everything. It's such a better system. It's just a much better balance between paying and receiving services and never worrying about crazy bills. I don't have any arrows. Why don't I have any arrows? I need those. The fact that insurance companies can just like decide that actually you're not worth being insured is so crazy to me. I do think that insurance companies and utilities companies that are not... I'm gonna back up. The things you see the most commercials for are all the things that need to be like horribly changed because there is just way too much money in them coming from them like ruining people's lives. Why won't you destroy that? There you go. God. And I think about what you see commercials for. Hey, the second green rupee. You see commercials for insurance. Lawyers, like injury lawyers or whatever. And like bail bond lawyers, like that shit. Phone and internet providers. Is there anything that gets as many ads as those three things? Oh, yeah, drugs and food. Cars are kind of up there. Food's a weird one because I feel like food has so much ad money because of, oh yeah, sports betting. Yeah. Food has like this weird thing where like ads actually kind of work for food because if you're sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden like a big cheesy pizza appears on your screen, like you might get hungry for a pizza, but no, who's fucking sitting there like watching the football game and a Geico ad comes on and they're like, oh shit, I need to get Geico right now. Come on. Their ad budget is fucking insane for a thing that probably doesn't even work that well. It doesn't make sense that it would. They just need to get as many people as possible. And like, I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the the full like data on this stuff, but like it doesn't make sense that like food ads make sense. The other ones just don't to me. It seems like they just are companies with an insane amount of money that basically make money at the cost of nothing, and therefore they can just spend it all on ads. I do not remember how to do this dungeon, like, glitchless here. I think I was supposed to go the other way first. The primary benefit of how their ads work is not so much people make it, get it right away, but more making up household names. People remember it when they need the thing. Yeah, I'd buy it. That sounds good to me. I still just look at like how big the ad budget is for these companies, and just like it's insane to me that they have this much, because like advertising funds is basically leftovers, right? Like it's a portion of the money that is exclusively profits that goes into advertising, more or less, right? So if you have that number of ads, it's because your labor costs are so incredibly low that you can just afford throwing out endless ads. Does this not work? Do you work as a bomb in every scenario except for here? That's awesome. I don't even need you. Why am I... Similarly with sports betting, like, how much does it cost the sports betting companies to exist? Not that much. How much does a sports bet company make off of getting you to come do their sports bet thing? A lot. A lot. Unironically, sports betting has ruined, like, sports. It's ruined, it's horribly ruined esports, too. Almost even more so. Because I do think there's a lot of ad money in sports with, like, actual data that backs it up. Because ads aren't inherently bad. I feel like ads are something that people take a very, like, all or nothing stance on, that they don't really need to have an all or nothing stance on, right? I was talking with Pancake Turtle earlier while we were playing some RuneScape, and he's talking about how, like, they just plaster ads all over the place in free-to-play RuneScape. And I'm like, well, hold on. The ads they plaster are for upgrading your membership. And it's plastered on the content that you can't do as a free-to-play. That seems super reasonable to me. You click on a thing that you want to interact with, and the game goes, hey, you can't do this, you're not a member, but you can click here to upgrade now. Like, shit, man, if I clicked on that and it told me to go buy some McDonald's nuggies, I'd be fucking pissed. But it telling me that this is content that's locked behind the membership that I have to pay for? Why should they beat around the bush on that? Why should they be like, members only, sorry? And you have to, like, go out of your way to figure out how to upgrade your membership when they could just advertise it right there. Click here to upgrade now. Like, that doesn't seem like a problem to me. When people are so, like... ads bad. Ads. Get ads out of here. There are too many ads on Twitch, so I'm not gonna touch that shit, right? Like, ads are not an inherently bad thing. They're just usually a bad thing, right? It's very similar to, like, politics. And they've also been horribly unregulated, and, like, ad companies are so goddamn good now at just being, like, the most predatory. They're predatory. They've gotten really good at being predatory without you even realizing how predatory they are. They do, right? Like, how are you ever supposed to think about your local hardware store when you never see an ad for the local hardware store? They can't afford that. Walmart, however, gets 8 billion ads about how you can come on in and get the world's shittiest ball being hammered. At the cheapest price of all time. Like, and they're gonna tell you about it. It's on sale right now. Come on in, come on down. I really need some arrows. That'd be nice. But yeah, ad regulation is a thing that we've needed for a very, very, very long time. And when I say that, I mean, I know that there is ad regulation, but it needs to be like just so much different. It needs to be so different. I know ad regulation in Europe is like insanely different than what it is here. Our ads are like on a whole other level. This is definitely top 10 songs to discuss the fall of capitalism too. It's like something like that, huh? It's been a little bit. I don't remember it though, which is bad. But I would like to remember it. It's literally just like, ugh. That not working was surprising, actually. I think that was like it. Might be on the left side, not the right side. The idea is that the tornado has to be higher than you. If it's higher than you, you're golden. I don't think it might be that there. Nah. Is it maybe that I need to be? No, because I remember it's a problem where you need to be like far enough to the left on top of the chest or it doesn't work. It's got to be like there. Which is why I thought it was like that. Yeah, not even close. Blech. I remember like grinding this out and really getting it down when I was trying to play in the tournaments. Yeah, okay, that was good. I just need to be in the right spot now. Right, because that's the problem that I remember. Is that like, if you get the right spot, but you're not like standing in the right spot, you might accidentally be gosh darn it. Meow. I was just curious if that would work. It's not, you can't do it like closer. It's got to be like that far one, huh? Otherwise, I would just do it like there. Yeah, and that doesn't do shit. That doesn't seem right. And it wasn't. I remember there was a setup that I learned like right at the end of my time, and it was like, it like clicked. It was like, oh, this is actually super omega free, but I don't remember that. I might have to just go around, which is lame and boring, but it is what it is. Dude, I'm so stubborn. I'm starting to think that it was a closer jump. Like, the more I try it. Hell yeah. Now to forget that entirely, so that I have to remember it next time. Streamer mans, do you ever wonder what life would be like if people dressed like Zora, Armor Link all the time? Most of the things that you ask me, I never think about. I had never even considered thinking about it until you asked me it, so no. The game is allergic to giving me arrows, by the way, which I think is kind of messed up. A little in the messed up department, if you ask me. I don't actually think much would change, other than it would mean that our sense of fashion as a society is a little bit more forgiving. Like, it kind of gives, like, Hunger Games vibes. I don't have arrows. Like, you know, like the people in like the Capitol in the Hunger Games that are like in hella eccentrically wild outfits. It's kind of like that. Well, I would imagine not everyone, just like some people. Nice. Ugh. With the Orden sword, you have to do the 1 cycle twice to get the 2 cycle. Worth. My favorite part of randomizers is when you, like, kind of have everything, but also you totally don't. Which is where we are right now. I forgot to click some stuff, though. There we go. Yeah, can you ball and chain the guy? I've never done it. I was just caught up on the concept of not having the concept of not having bomb arrows, that I didn't consider alternatives. Dude, the game hates giving me arrows. How cruel. Lots of heart pieces. What do you got for me, sign? That's exactly what I wanted from the sign. 'Cause that means we're done. I need to not have it be water so I can go up the stairs. How do I do this again? It's like... Yeah, man. You just... Woo! What? Clap, clap, clap. That's not right. That still is enough, right? He's not about to spit shit at me. Cool. All right. I didn't remember if it was the same. Morpheal in general is pretty silly, in my opinion. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that right here. Hello. Oh. It's so irrelevant to the fight if it goes right, but loses so much time if it wants to. Oh yeah, for sure. I love that in like speedrun stuff where it's just like your options here are either things go very normally or things go so insanely wrong. Like there's not like a possible good it can go. It's just like 99% of the time it goes smooth as butter. And 1% of the time it fucks you up as hard as possible. Like your odds are really in your favor. But when it goes wrong, it goes so wrong. Sorry. He's a good little guy. He likes to hang out. Just found out that my TikTok stream has not been live all day. Trying to like do a little hot fix here. Basically, I was gonna say it would be cool if someone could basically invest into buying solar panels for somebody's home or a community solar power share, and they basically collect like a majority of savings as payment. It's always last day of the month. I know we have a bunch of tier 3s that come in at the very end of the month, so we'll see. But I appreciate it, Count. For real. The teardrop sound to the... That's cute. I don't need the money. I'm just a greedy capitalist pig. The hitting it next month wouldn't help me at all. I mean, like, other than having sub points, which does help me, but it would not help me hit to Partner Plus. It's got to be 3 in a row. And this would be the 3rd month, so... This game is silly. I love this silly little game. Nope, I need to hit it 3 times in a row, and then I get it for a year, and then I need to hit it 3 times in a row next year. It's honestly not a very bad system. It's one of the few Twitch changes that like feels good. They say that the reward for Snow Peak Rune's chapel chest is a sword. They say that a sword can be found in the lake bed. Okay, so I know where every sword in the game is, but where is everything else? Where's the stuff I need that isn't swords? I'll look at the numbers. If yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but that's a really good thing to keep in mind, and I will definitely, because I'm gonna, especially since I'm gonna be out of town for like Thanksgiving, like it's within my best interest to stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday to make sure I hit the number. Yeah. If I hit the number though, I'm probably gonna chill. I know like today I'm planning on it being a short stream because of the zero sleep thing. Wait, I did that wrong. It's been a while. A little rusty. This is a nice, relaxing little jam. A little vibe-a-rooney if you do. If you don't, if you... Yeah. Words are my first language. Yellow rupee. It puts the P in rupee. Milk in a bottle. Oh, I don't have a key. I was like, why am I not in the room? What's happening? What went wrong? Has anyone gone and seen the new Wicked movie? Is it good? Oh my god, arrows. I had arrows. I normally don't see anything in theaters, but I haven't gone out in a while, and I think don't tell Rebecca. It might be nice to take her out to see a movie and maybe grab a dinner or something. I think that she might enjoy that. Ah, shit, I need money for that. Fuck! It always comes down to the same damn problems. Dinner and a movie. I know it's cliche, but you know what? If it ain't broke, don't reinvent the wheel, man. And then I pull it full circle and go, unlike the infrastructure of modern United States society, which is very broken, we should absolutely be dismantling it to fix it up. Dinner and a movie is fine. The current highway public infrastructure, not so fine. Although dinner and a movie is kind of not fine either. It's like kind of dying. Not dinner. But movie. Movies are kind of like seeing movies in theaters. But I feel like movies are kind of dying in the sense that like... Not until I'm done. I don't know. They haven't found a way to capture the fact that people don't want to go see a movie because they want to go see a movie. They want to go see a movie because they want to have an activity out. Like, it's got to be a whole ass thing. And some places have figured that out, I feel. Like, we have this place here in like Rockland that's like a dinner. It's literally a dinner and a movie place with like a full bar and shit. And it's kind of hype. I like going to that significantly more than I like going to a movie by itself. It's a little bit pricier, but like the whole experience being like packaged into like a whole ass date night is delightful. Yes! Okay, baby seed. I didn't have to hunt the entire world for the individual item I need. I mean, I still need spinner, but we're spinner away from go mode. I feel like we murdered arcades by ceasing the development of arcade games to instead develop like mobile games but larger. I think that was the death of arcades in the United States. Mini golf, it can get competitive. Mini golf's not for everyone. I like mini golf, but like it's definitely more of a activity than it is just like I think arcade is fine if we didn't kill arcades. I remember when movie theaters like regularly had arcades. In fact, I feel like most of them still do. It's just like you go in there and you're like, ooh, I don't want to play Doodle Jump. Or like Chicken Cross or like some weird Minecraft dungeon game. Like I want to play... I don't know, man. Not those. I want to play DDR. I want to play some kind of like rhythm. I feel like rhythm games are so hype at like an arcade and they're just dead in the States. It's so unfortunate. I know not everyone likes rhythm games, but I do. I don't remember how to do that anyways, so this is fine. I don't want to try and remember that one. I feel like the only rhythm game I ever see at a, like, arcade is Guitar Hero, and I'm just, ugh. The lamest, most westernized rhythm game of all time. I already read this. It's Sword... We also don't have fighting games in our arcades, which fighting games are sick too. All arcades really need are like fighting games, rhythm games, and skee-ball. Strong disagree. What else does an arcade need? That makes it sound like I'm doing back in time. That's kind of cheeky. That was just a random as sound effect swapping. Oh, yeah. No. You're right. You're right. Shoot 'em ups. Shoot 'em ups. Dudes, I used to play we used to have like a local, it wasn't an ice skating rink because it's too hot and they couldn't afford ice skating, but it was like a rollerblade rink thing. And it had, oh man, it had Metal Slug or whatever it's called. And I used to put in, I dropped quarter after quarter to try and beat Metal Slug at the arcade. I'd be bleeding my parents dry trying to play some Metal Slug. But Metal Slug got removed and replaced with nonsense garbage that I've never had any interest in. And it's like, all right, well. Way to take something I love and shatter it into a bunch of little pieces. I forgot about you. Oh, God. Ow. Did I at least destroy the thing so that I can get back up quickly? I did. GF said she thinks of me with Metal Slug now because we went to an arcade on our first date. That's adorable. Kind of a silly, like, Metal Slug reminds me of you. Like, that's kind of silly, but, like, it is adorable at the same time. That's not reaching. Ah, grumble, grumble, grumble. I don't know why, but the speedrun strats there, I don't like them. Like, I think I remember them, but I don't know. There's something about the basic strat there that just makes me feel better. It's a tingly feeling inside. I think it's just I like hitting shit with my big balls. I do not need that, so I can just go this way. I need to go that way, though. TP Rando. Yeah. I'm trying to bring back some randomizers. Just a tiny bit, you know? I don't think I needed that, but we got it. We really just need spinner, and I think we're done. Spinner, you've just set us back hundreds of years. What's that My Hero fucking meme I keep seeing everywhere? Oops. It's been a while since I've done the fast strat in here. You do like a that, and then like a blah blah. That wasn't quite it. Bop. Bop bop. And the final ba 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 ba. Master Sword. And we had the hint telling us that it was there, so no surprise. It's looking like it might just be the hunt for the spinner, as this is our final dungeon. Unless we get lucky and our little friends here, our little Yeti friends, provide us with the goods that we so desperately seek. Oof! I've been smacked. Ooh, I missed. There you are. And done with phase 1. Banger alert. Ike's jamming the chat. I hope you don't like the song, though, because we're not listening to it very long. Just, oh, I almost missed it. Ooh, I kept it a little close, keeping you on your toes. I could have just gone for the quick 3, because I had a really good position there on the wall. But I wanted to play it safe, and then I almost fucked up playing it safe. That's not the spinner. Can I get the backflip? The cool backflip? You get the ability to move for like 1 frame here, in which you can backflip before Yeto punches you? Nope. Ah! And if you're watching either on TikTok or Twitch, maybe you're watching on YouTube. You're watching the video on YouTube. Let's see some hearts, huh? Let's see some love. We don't get to see Yeto and the lovely couple that often. Show some love, everyone. Do, 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 do. Pop. The real love was actually money. I guess. Rats. Alright, it's time to figure out where the heck the spinner might be. Could be a double claw shot check? Oh! Hear me out, hear me out! Orden Cat. Orden Cat could have the spinner. This is why I never win TP Rando tournaments. This is a... I think Zora's Domain, the older I get, the more it becomes like one of my favorite songs of all time. It's just, it's so goddamn peaceful. It just, it hits. It hits right. It hits the exact way that I want it to hit. What up, cute kitty? And then we have this. Normally there's fun music here, but it gets broken in the rando. And fish. I wish this game had the, like, Skyward Sword, like, dolphin dive out of the water. This is why I win TP Rando tournaments. I take back what I said earlier. He's actually just so goated. Somebody check the log. Check his PC, man. He was looking at the spoiler log the whole time. I wasn't, by the way. If I was gonna cheat, I would have not had a 3-hour seed. My PB is under 2 hours. Me. Bum 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 bum. I'm bringing back Sloshy Link. The Sloshy Link's so much better with the Zora armor too. Like, we're actually just like a little fishy fishing around. We're a fish out of water. That was just my Z button still being broken. I'm gonna try and fix that before the next rando. Ooh, I can adjust this guy here and just go bloop and bloop. Hey. Whoop. There we are. My leg's doing a little shake, shake. I gotta stop that. Knock that off. The way my current camera is like mounted, when I do a little leg shake, it like simulates a little earthquake. We don't need a little simulated earthquake. What? Oh, have I just been going to the wrong side at the start? Okay, okay. I see what my problem here is. I've been messing that up. It's a very silly thing to mess up. Gosh darn it. There you go. NA aim, am I right, fellas? It's really funny that NA aim is a thing when also like NA like North America gun problems are a thing. Like this concept that we not only like have an overabundance, an overattachment to our weaponry, but also that we're ass at utilizing it is really funny. No, it stands for North America aim. Oops. That's such a funny sound. Sorry, I got distracted by the bloop. I love how easy dark nuts like actually are. It's very funny to me. Sloshy fishy guy. That'll be one. That'll be two. Give it up for three. Four. Five. Six. And seven. So dramatic. Oh, right. That doesn't work without mortal draw, huh? Or great spin. Oh, well. It's okay. Ah! I was slow. Alright, this should be one hit though. No, not one hit. Wow. Oh, I guess the amount of damage I put it to from the first thing was like kind of ass. There we are. I guess I could have been one hit. Normally the sign for whether or not Ganon's at one hit or not is whether or not when you go to the final phase, when Ganon, like, if it spawns a portal and he instantly runs out of it, that means he's going to get one shot. He's like at 1 HP basically. And you can just run up as Wolf and schmack. Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, we're back. That's so funny, dude. He never tells you the joke. He just kind of laughs. I bet you it's a banger, too. He's ripping something mighty feisty. YouTube, I hope you have enjoyed the randomizer today because it is over. Time. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.